I'm NAZ Today meteorologist Lee Bourne. Thanks for checking in with us on the World Wide Web. Well, we're now officially into the dog days of summer. The summer solstice was out there on Monday. And of course, summer, not just a season, it's an attitude. And with this heat, the dogs got the right attitude, lounging around in the water. It was record heat out there on the longest day of the year, the summer solstice yesterday. Flagstaff 95 degrees on Monday, which is only 2 degrees below the hottest ever it's been in Flagstaff, which happened a couple times where we've hit 97. So we were definitely flirting with about just as hot as it gets around here. Prescott at 105 does break an all-time record high temperature. Not only a record for the day, but this is as hot as it's ever been in Prescott at 105 degrees. Another striking high temperature record, Cottonwood at Tuesday was 117 degrees on Monday. And I didn't list them all, but virtually every weather station, every city across Arizona on the summer solstice broke a daily high temperature record. And yeah, we're officially in the monsoon. It's certainly not feeling like it, but back in 2008, the new definition of the monsoon was just set by the calendar. It begins June 15th and it runs all the way through September. If you go back to pre-2008, we used to track the dew points, which is still done for statistical purposes, and it also is still a great marker of when the moisture actually arrives. The National Weather Service changed the definition just to broad brush it and let people know that thunderstorms can happen anytime during this time of year, kind of just as a safety precaution. But it really gets going around early July, the average start date for the monsoon. If we track the dew points, which is 3 consecutive days of 55 degrees or higher, average dew point is July 5th. And that's those average dew points in Phoenix. We watch them. Flagstaff has never tracked their own dew points. We watch Phoenix dew points. And when the dew point goes up, that means the moisture has really increased. When you get 3 consecutive days of that, thunderstorms are going to really start firing across the region. But we got to watch those dew points, because once they start getting in the 40s and upper 40s, we'll start to see the thunderstorms start to develop across the region. You're going to see the moisture start ramping up. A great place to track those dew points is at the National Weather Service in Tucson. If you're interested, go to their homepage, then click the monsoon tracker button, and all kinds of great graphs and statistics on the monsoon across the entire state. We've kind of been in a mild little teaser monsoon pattern here on Tuesday and on Wednesday. High pressure around the Four Corners, the clockwise motion across that has brought in a little bit of moisture. We've seen some very weak and mainly high-based thunderstorms out there on Tuesday, and that's going to continue on Wednesday right along the mountain regions of Arizona. The concern with these high-based storms is not getting much rain with them. The bases of these things are too high, and all the rain evaporates out, and we just get strong erratic winds and also some lightning strikes that aren't accompanied by the rain, and that is a concern with the fire danger across the region. We just haven't gotten that low-level moisture yet out of Mexico, where we're really starting to feel that sticky temperatures or sticky type of feel, and that's when the dew points go up there. Dew points have only been hanging in the 20s and 30s around here. All right, so I wanted to go back. So that little circulation with a few showers and thunderstorms, that's around through about Wednesday, Thursday. Then we get into the weekend, and a little weak trough of low pressure brings in more dry air. High pressure is suppressed. Temperatures are going to still remain quite warm around here, near record type warmth here through the remainder of the work week. Then we get into the late weekend, and strong high pressure builds right on top of Arizona. And I think by Sunday and into next week, we're starting to see record heat type numbers once again, kind of similar to what we're experiencing here this last couple of days. And notice when we have this high pressure right on top of us, the clockwise circulation, it keeps the monsoon moisture suppressed down in old Mexico. Really, what we're looking for in early July is that monsoon pattern. And that's when high pressure kind of just shifts to the east of us here in Arizona. And now notice that circulation starts to bring in the southerly flow off the Gulf of Mexico. And that's what we're going to start seeing early July. When I look at the long-term models, it does look like we're dry and hot all the way through June. Very typical for this time of year. And then they're starting to hint at that monsoon pattern right around the typical time that it would start, right around the 4th of July. And it just can't come soon enough. So we're looking for the heat to persist here for the next week and a half or so. We're in the mountains, Flagstaff, Williams, Grand Canyon. Look for temperatures to remain in the upper 80s and into the low 90s, particularly when we get into next week and high pressure is right on top of us. Little Colorado River Valley, Navajo Nation, expect your temperatures to stick in the low triple digits. And down in Yavapai County, the Central Highlands around Prescott, you're going to remain in the upper 90s and low 100s on the hottest days, with the deserts and valleys around the Verde Valley and Sedona seeing temperatures continuing in the low 100s. And I really think this goes right through the end of June. All right, do your best to stay cool out there. Enjoy your summer, and we'll be back to you watching that monsoon moisture, and can't wait for its arrival.